Like the title says, this is the world's highest mileage, most unreliable / reliable BMW N63 motor in the entire world. Not America, not in the United States, fucking North America. Man, all right, I gotta cut that out. All right, where was I? So yeah, this is a 2013 750 Li with the N63 motor. This is the motor, well, the pre-LCI motor was the one that BMW had a nationwide recall where pretty much anybody with a 50i motor, whether it's a 550, 650, 750, you walk into the dealership, you get a brand new spanking motor because these things were fucking blowing time chains, blowing valve stem seals, fucking coolant lines, fucking shit up. Like, this thing was a piece of shit, bro. All this complicated German engineering for a measly fucking 435 horsepower, bro. When you hear twin turbo V8, you're thinking like a Mustang Camaro making minimum 800 wheel horsepower. But no. All you get is fucking measly 435 unreliable horsepower from this piece of shit motor. But this is where, in 2013, the technical update, they fixed that. So, guess how many miles this car has? What? 100,000? No. 150? No. 160? No. 194,000 fucking miles, bro. I'm telling you, I'm 110% sure this is the highest mileage N63 in the world. This is the motor that BMW got their ass handed and sued. This is what I believe their shittiest one. People say, oh, the S85 V10. Listen, I used to have S85 V10, but this is the V8 with a turbo, 2 turbos. That was an NAV10. This has the same exact problems, but add 2 turbos on it. So, and it's a hot bank configuration engine where the exhaust ports and turbos sit at the center and the intake manifolds on the side. So when you have direct injection and you want to clean the intake valves with fucking walnut blasting from all the carbon build, guess what you gotta do? You gotta take the whole motor out. And since the valve stem seals are, you know, right next to the turbos, it gets super fucking hot. So what do? They dry up, shrivel up like some fucking balls, and you start burning blue smoke out the back. But thankfully, you know, knock on wood, or should I say airbag. Oh, that's fucking cringe. I gotta delete that. So thankfully, this car doesn't have the common issues like, you know, the N63 is supposed to have at 194,000 miles. And like I said, tell people I think it's because this lucky dollar right here. This dollar was trapped inside the front grille where my intercooler sits. It's been sitting there for who knows how long. And I said, you know what? That's probably what's keeping this car from blowing up. It's like a little meme. It's a gimmick, you know. I just, you know, I'm going to keep it. You can see how dirty it is from all the water, dirt, and debris. I never touched it, never cleaned it. This is the original dollar that's been with this car for who knows how many miles. It's good luck charm. So, yeah, that's probably why the motor's made it this long. I'm surprised, you know, it hasn't blown up yet. You know, I'm gonna make this fast. I'm gonna put catless downpipes. I'm gonna put a nice intake, nice big intercooler, maybe upgrade the turbos. I want this to be at least 800 wheel horsepower. And eventually, if this motor, you know, isn't gonna blow up then who knows? I'll cross my fingers. But one way I like to test to see how good this motor is doing is recently I did an oil change 1,055 miles ago. And instead of using the OEM oil, I used 5W50 Redline. I've heard great reviews about that. I use that in my S85 V10 motor with similar oil consumption issues. So I want to see how much oil consumption this thing has done since last oil change. I filled it up at the max mark. No, that's not measure engine oil level. Yeah. So I kind of want to see how much has burnt through, you know, 1,000 plus miles. Normally these things, they burn about a quart every 700 to 1,000 miles. So if it's, you know, at the halfway mark, I'll be surprised, but I'm expecting maybe a little bit above the min mark, if not at min, telling me to top it off. But that's one of these things when you have these V8 motors, you have to check your oil every 700 miles, because the last thing you want to do is drive your turbo V8 with low oil. That's the last thing you want to do. So let's see how much is being consumed. Okay, so it's at the halfway mark. That's pretty good. Half a quart of consumption. So yeah, if I go 2,000 miles, they'll be at the min mark, I'm assuming. I do an oil change every 3,000, 3,500 miles, so I think 2 quarts with me would be enough to get me through the next oil change. You know, I mean, with a car this high mileage, you never know if it's on a slash stroke. So I'd always want to constantly change the oil as soon as possible. So with SCP Euro, they give you a lifetime warranty on literally everything. So I literally ship back my oil and they refund me my previous purchase for the new oil kit. So this car, I'm surprised, you know, it's made it this far. Ignore the macadamia nuts. You know, I wouldn't say I put a lot of work into it. I pretty much just repainted the car. It used to be scratched all the way across from here, had dings and dents. I picked it up for $6,000 from a fleet company. They had a bunch of blacked out, you know, BMWs. They had Cadillacs, limousines, party buses. They pretty much like an escort service from VIP celebrities to funeral services. What's crazy about this car, I asked the owner, who's the most famous person he picked up in this car. They said they picked up Ice Cube in this car. So it makes me think, man, somewhere in the 194,000 miles, there used to be Ice Cube chilling in the back seat. I'm not bullshitting, bro. I wouldn't just bring up something that fucking, you know, stupid, but I just think, you know, this car has got some good luck to it. I want to show y'all what the engine bay looks like with 194,000 miles. So when I got it painted, they went ahead and like pressure washed this entire motor, which, like, you know, I feel like you're not supposed to do that because of all these sensitive electronics, but like they left over all like this, you know, residue, detergent residue, and everything is just like a oily, sticky mess. It's like picking up every dust and debris that goes through I clean this out myself, but you can kind of see like the fine little dust particles and shit like that. Still need to get an Alpina engine cover, but those motherfuckers want like $600 for a piece of plastic. I'm not doing that. You'll catch me dead before I spend $600 on a piece of plastic. So yeah, if you want to know the build cost so far, I'm about $11,835 in this build. I've replaced all the spark plugs and ignition coils. That's preventative maintenance. I went and did the entire fluid flush with this car. I replaced all the coolant. I replaced all the engine oil, transmission oil, differential oil, pretty much everything, because I'm assuming, you know, BMW says that, oh yeah, lifetime warranty. Don't fucking listen to those goddamn retards, bro. They just don't want it to make it seem like their car has a high maintenance cost. So that's why they tell you guys, oh, do an oil change every fucking 8,000, 10,000 miles. Are you fucking retarded, bro? Minimum 5,000 miles. If you're trying to be like me, tedious, and make sure this shit lasts for 400,000 miles, I do it every 3,500. If you do it any more than that, it's just overkill. But, you know, it doesn't cost me a penny. Because like I said, SCP Euro, God bless them. I don't know how they're still in fucking business, bro. Lifetime warranty on everything, including the oil. All you got to do is send your oil back, including the filter. Boom. They refund you your previous order, and you just rinse and repeat. Also, next oil change, I'm going to put in Liquid Moly Ceratec and Liquid Moly Motor Oil Saver, where pretty much it reconditions the valve stems. Listen, I don't know if it's some fucking snake oil bullshit, but I mean, if everybody says, oh, it's got good reviews and it's like, you know, decent, it doesn't hurt to try it. I mean, worst case that happens, what, I get a somewhat reliable motor or there's no effect, who cares? Like I said, since I got it for such a cheap price, I'm not phased if it does blow up, because if I have to buy another motor, BMW, since they have a huge recall on this, they had a bunch of these N63 motors made to install in all the cars. You could get a crate motor with warranty from BMW for like $2,800. It's super, a reman motor, like it's unbelievable. You think that, oh, $13,000 for a motor used, some bullshit like that. No. You get a brand new fucking motor from the dealership for $2,800, okay? That's the thing, man. I just had the car for like a couple months. I don't want to go fucking take out the engine and install the fucking new engine. Like, bro, I just want to enjoy it. I just got it back from the paint shop, looking pristine. I want to pick up a few honeys in the car, you know, joyride around, install maybe the Starlight headliner, but then I got to make the roof liner Alcantara black. That's just a pain in the ass. The fuck is that? Damn. Fucking Gary pulling up in the 435i, bro. What's up, Gary? You got food? fuck, bro? There's neighbors here, man. Cut the